Hi, it's Mitch from PickDawgz.com here with your free pick in the Trailblazers versus Bucks NBA matchup on Friday, April 2nd, 2021. Of course, the Milwaukee Bucks have had the best record in the NBA the past two seasons. This year, third in the East with 30 wins and 17 losses. Still some basketball left to play. They're 3 games behind the Nets in the win column and 2 in the loss, and 2 behind the Sixers and 2 in the loss. 2 in the win and 2 in the loss against with the Sixers. So they've played the same amount of games as them. This Bucks team is kind of peaking at the right time this time. What we've seen from the Bucks before is they kind of pour it on early in the season, and then as the season goes on, they kind of, they're not the same once they hit the playoffs. This year, not such a great first half of the season, but actually playing their best basketball now. 7-3 in their last 10 games, 3-7 against the number, though, while the Blazers 7-3 in their last 10 games playing their best basketball, 5-5 against the number. Portland is 14-9 at home this season straight up, but just 9-14 against the number. A lot of those times, though, most of the time, I'd say all the time, not all the time, but most of the time, they've been favored in those games, and I believe that is a big piece of that. Meanwhile, the Bucks, same thing, 12-10 on the road, but 8-14 against the number. The Bucks are favored almost all of the time. It really depends on who they're playing, but I mean, there's only a handful of teams that are going to be favored over the Milwaukee Bucks in the NBA these days. You know, when we look at the Milwaukee offense, number 2 in the NBA, 118.9 points per game, but the Blazers, they really aren't that far behind at 115 points per game. Defensively, both these teams lacking, and while the Bucks allow almost 113 points a game, the Blazers allow 115 points a game. I don't think what we have here is a defensive battle on our hands. What we have is a Bucks team that is winning games, but they're 0-5 against the number following a game that they covered the spread, and 0-4 against the number following a game that they've won by double digits, while the Blazers are 2-7 against the Bucks against the number in their last 9 games in Portland. So certainly have had their share of struggles against this Bucks team. The Bucks come in winning their last game, but have lost their 3 games prior to the Celtics, Knicks, and the Clippers. So this is really their 3rd game of the road trip, playing the Clippers and the Lakers in the first 2. Meanwhile, the Blazers kind of putting it together, winning their last 4 games against softer competition, except for the win against the Miami Heat, who they beat by 3 points. But the rest of it, Toronto, Orlando, and Detroit, not exactly the world beaters of the NBA. I still think I just like the way the Blazers are playing. I don't like the way the Bucks aren't covering games. I think when we look at that Blazers home cover number, that this is something that has to do with them being favored at home. The Blazers are 6th in that Western Conference standings. Oh boy, they're just a couple games being out of second. They're comfortably ahead of Dallas in that 6th spot, but they can move up as high as the 4th spot, really even the 3rd spot if they can get it together. They've got time, and if they can play their best basketball, I could see them getting there. I'm not sure that happens, but I do like them to cover the spread here with the 3.5 points. Of course, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this game. This should be a good one. If you'd leave your pick in the comments, greatly appreciated. I would love to have some banter with you. I'll take some time and go through the comments and answer as many as I can. Of course, if you can also, while you're there, hit the thumbs up. Let us know if you like what we're doing here with these free pick videos. It's really just looking for some feedback. I changed the style around, and the lighting and whatever a lot of different times. So always just looking to see what kind of response I get from everybody. Of course, if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I like the best, the ones I'm betting today, a couple different ways to get those. One is in our YouTube premium picks, where you just click on the link in the description of this video and you can get our premium YouTube picks. And with those, you get a best bet from myself, as well as picks from Rod and Brian, who I do the morning live show with. Of course, if you're looking for all the games I'm betting today, my very best bets, the games I'm betting, the ones I'm most confident, those you can find at the website under the Premium Picks tab. You'll find my best bets as well as best bets from some of the top handicappers out there. Of course, if you're looking for more free picks, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Join us for our live shows every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We give out tons of free picks on those shows, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and join us.